This lesson is going to show you how one situation or one story can be actually represented in different ways on a graph. So you'll see in front of you a short little description of Mary. She got on her bicycle and she rode to a birthday party which was 5 miles away from her home. It took her 25 minutes to get there. So in the first graph, I'm going to note the fact that in the beginning, well, wait, let me turn the pen on. In the beginning, she's at home. So when 0 minutes have passed, she's at home. And then after 25 minutes, she's made it to a party, which is 5 miles away. And then she stays at the party for 50 minutes. So from 25 minutes all the way to 75 minutes, she isn't traveling, so her distance stays the same. So far it does make sense to connect those because she went through all that time and all that distance, and then she stayed in Kailua at the birthday party for 50 minutes. And then it took her another 25 minutes to ride home. So over the course of the next 25 minutes, she rides 5 more miles to make it home. So at the end of 100 minutes, she's back home and she's now traveled 10 miles because she went 5 miles to Kailua and then 5 miles home. Alright, in the next graph, before I go on to the next one, notice the part right here that's horizontal. That means that she's not moving because time is marching forward, but her distance is staying the same. Okay, in the next graph, instead of the y-axis representing the total distance she has traveled, it's going to represent her distance from home. So again, at the beginning, after 0 minutes, she's 0 miles from home. And again, it takes her 25 minutes, and 25 minutes later, she is 5 miles away from home. And again, it does make sense to connect those. Probably should have been a straighter line, because she does have to travel through all of that distance and time. Again, she stays in Kailua, so her distance from home isn't changing up until 75 minutes. So far the graphs are pretty much the same. Now, here's where it changes. In the next 25 minutes, she rides her bicycle home. Now, if you think about it, when she gets home, she's 0 miles from home. So now the graph turns around because in this graph, we're not looking at how far she's traveled altogether. We're just looking at how far from home she is. So now you'll see she's back home. So notice how the same situation can be represented differently and the graphs look different. For your homework, I've given you one graph that shows the distance somebody is from home over the course of 100 minutes. What I want you to do is translate that same information into the other kind of graph where the distance should just keep getting bigger. It'll never turn around and go back down. Okay, please do that on graph paper and have that ready for class next time.